I learned my fiance had a sexual relationship with her father while growing up. I can't even describe the mix of shock, disgust, and disbelief I felt. Hey, Ina, I'm getting married in a few months. I've been with my fiance for 3 years. We are happy, in love. Everything seems perfect. Until recently, nothing could prepare me for what I found out. A few weeks ago, I stumbled upon something in her past that shook me to the core. I learned my fiance had a sexual relationship with her father while growing up. I can't even describe the mix of shock, disgust, and disbelief I felt. I confronted her about it because I needed to hear it from her. And yes, she admitted it was true. She told me it happened in her childhood and that it shaped her in ways she's only now beginning to understand. I don't know what to feel. I love her, but how do I reconcile this? How do I prepare for a marriage knowing that her past included something so traumatic? Part of me wants to be supportive, to help her heal, and to be the man she deserves. But another part of me is repulsive. I don't know if I can unsee what I've learned, and I don't know if I can move forward knowing this was part of her life. I don't want to hurt her, but I also can't pretend this isn't a lot to carry. I'm stuck, Ina. I don't know if I should go ahead with the wedding, break it off, or take a step back to figure out how I feel. This is a very serious situation and should be handled as such. It's not one of the situations where you can just sweep under the rug because this has to do with trauma. And this trauma does not only affect her, but also how she treats the people around her. And most importantly, the people she loves. You have all the right to feel however you're feeling right now. Shocked, confused, disgusted, because this is a huge revelation. And you cannot force yourself to move forward unless you are ready and you're able to emotionally handle this the right way. So if you need to take a step back, please do. It is not weakness, it is called self-awareness. It's good that your fiance was honest with you, but what I always say is that there is a huge difference between honesty and transparency. So honesty is when people wait for you to ask and then they tell you the truth. And transparency is when people come by themselves and say, hey, this is what happened to me. But I want you to consider that honesty was there, but transparency was not. And if she was willing to go into a marriage with you hiding something very big, it is big. Yes, it is big. Then that's a problem. So that is something that has to be fixed before you make that commitment. Because at the end of the day, you will have to be a supportive partner. So if you cannot handle it and be the best version of yourself with her and for her, then you need to take a step back. At the same time, I want you to understand that many people would have buried a secret like this. Even if you approached her and she knows it's the truth, she would have told you, no, this never happened. Mainly because it's not an easy thing to say. It's not an easy thing to talk about. But the fact that she trusted you with something so traumatic, personal, and painful to her, that shows courage and vulnerability. And those are great qualities you can find in a partner. Someone who is willing to be vulnerable with you and someone who is willing to share their pain with you, regardless of how hard, regardless of how deep it is.